This building is where I work. It's in the Tenderloin on Polk Street. It's called Project Open Hand. They serve meals to people with HIV, elderly people, and people with disabilities. This relates to Byron's second building block of Catholic social teaching. Human life at every stage of development and decline is precious and therefore trustworthy of protection and respect. It is always wrong directly to attack innocent human life. The Catholic tradition sees the sacredness of human life as part of any moral vision for a just and good society. Project Open Hand protects human life by trying to preserve it with healthy food. That's me. I'm restocking the shelves. But before we get to that, let me give you a bit of context. This is Saint Madeleine Sophie Barrat. She was born in Joigny, Burgundy, France. In 1800, she founded the Religious of the Sacred Heart of Jesus and dedicated her life to educating young people. In 1818, a woman from the same order named Rose Philippine Duchesne brought Sacred Heart education to the United States, where she opened a school in St. Charles, Missouri. Eventually, Stewart Hall High School was opened, which is a part of a global network of schools in the Religious of the Sacred Heart. There are 5 goals that the Religious of the Sacred Heart foster. One that particularly stuck with me is Goal 3. Rules of the Sacred Heart commit themselves to educate to a social awareness which impels to action. Back to me. When I first entered Stewart Hall High School, I learned there was a service commitment that needed to be fulfilled. I joined the service learning elective my freshman and sophomore year. There, I tutored young children at Rosa Parks and Redding Elementary. I began to enjoy and appreciate how serving others made me feel. I did more school service events like the Coastal Cleanup and the Nike Women's Marathon. I saw that volunteers were needed everywhere, so I decided to serve at Project Open Hand for my senior internship. This relates to Pacem in Terris. It states that man has the right to live. He has the right to bodily integrity and to the means necessary for the proper development of life, particularly food, clothing, shelter, medical care, rest, and finally, the necessary social services. That is what they do at Project Open Hand.
Hi, I'm at Project Open Hand right now, and I am restocking garbanzo beans because some of the beans are running low, so I'm just restocking right now.
For what purpose?
Project Open Hand helps people who have HIV or are too sick or elderly to cook food for themselves. So they help people get healthy food to help their immune system.
So what area of the building are we in?
Right now we're in the shopping center, and over there is the warehouse.
What goes on in here?
People over there, that's where clients come in to get food, and this is where shoppers help out and get people's food for them.
Cool.
Sick people are taken care of with healthy food. None of this, however, could be accomplished without the volunteers who serve there or the food that is donated. The clients who come to get food can't get food for themselves because of a disability or illness, so Project Open Hand works to solve this problem by giving the people healthy food. This relates to Article 25A of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Everyone has the right to a standard of living adequate for the health and well-being of himself and of his family, including food, clothing, housing, and medical care, and necessary social services, and the right to security in the event of unemployment, sickness, disability, widowhood, old age, or other lack of livelihood in circumstances beyond his control. Project Open Hand focuses on feeding the hungry. One day, I was talking to another volunteer. His name was Jim. Jim said that he first volunteered 5 years ago, but stopped due to an illness that he had. He started up again and rejoined Project Open Hand recently. He said that when he first joined, there were so many clients lining up to get food, but since then, the amount of volunteers has gone down. This conversation reminded me of Goal 3. Schools of the Sacred Heart commit themselves to educate to a social awareness which impels to action.